Happy birthday, Exploration Place. You know, I'm so thankful that I get to have so much fun at work and do some of these really cool science experiments. Like, if you ever walked to the dinner table, seen all the plates and settings all over the tablecloth and said, I'd love to take that tablecloth and just rip it right out, leaving all the plates right in place? I know I have. We're gonna talk to you about all the different science that goes into making that actually happen. Denzal?
Hey everybody, let's do this. Well, that wasn't as successful as I would have liked it to have been. And I actually know why. There are a few things we need to keep in mind if we want to do a successful tablecloth pull. Okay? We have to keep in mind these two principles, right? Friction coefficient and inertia. So if you think sandpaper on top of sandpaper, they're very jagged and they kind of interlock with each other and they want to move around with each other. That's a high friction coefficient. Inertia is the old principle of physics where objects are moving, they stay moving, objects resting, stay resting. Our objects on the table want to be at rest, and we want them to stay at rest. So in order to make this happen, there are a couple things we can do. These objects are very light, so we could increase their mass or increase their weight to help hold them on the table. Or what we do is we just make sure that when we do our tablecloth pull, we try to maintain their inertial state by moving that tablecloth really, really fast. So we went ahead and made an adjustment. One of the most important things was our tablecloth from before. So we've chosen one that has a lower friction of coefficient. So it's kind of like silk on your skin. It's a lot smoother instead of that like sandpaper on sandpaper, for example. So this one is smoother. We also took a look at the grain of our fabric. Yes, fabric has grain, so we're going in the same direction. We also looked at the hem and took that off. Without a hem, this is now a lot more flush and flat, so it won't grip onto anything. All the mass is still the same, so we're still gonna deal with the same inertial situations. And all I have to do now is pull it very, very quickly. I also want to pull it down and away. This will help reduce this upward pull. And if I pull it like this, I create wrinkles. Less wrinkles, nice and smoothness. I think we're ready to go. Ooh, that was better. There was a lot of failure here, but not so much here. And that tells me that the distance of our fabric is a factor. So this had less time for friction to pull it. This had more time for friction to pull it. And I think we can make one more adjustment to help us out with all this. And that's dealing with that inertia. So I think we need to increase our mass. And I think this will be a perfect time for us to take it up to the next level.
All right, well, thanks, Denzal. I think we are all scaled up and ready to go. Let's see if we can pull this off. Okay, gripping right towards the outside. I'm gonna make sure to pull down and away. One big fluid motion. Here we go. That close. Think we can do it. This is all that came off the table completely.
You are now decreasing the amount of surface area because instead of these being spread out all on the table, we now only have the rim of this bowl, right?
Yep.
And the rim of this bowl is actually smoother than the bottom of that bowl.
That's
so
right.
There's also a decrease in that friction that is potential between this bowl and this tablecloth surface. So it turns out there's a lot more science variables that even I didn't discuss when it comes to doing a proper tablecloth pull.
Yeah, I pretty much just messed that up, but I didn't take into account the smoothness of the table, the heaviness of the glasses. We had one of the glasses over there that actually went that direction, which is a whole nother thing when we start talking about the different variables. And Newton's laws get really complicated, especially when you have a lot of different variables. So don't try this at home, but definitely keep watching. We've got more fun in store. Happy birthday, Exploration Place.